Today I'm going to attempt to repair my $700 Rode NTG3 shotgun microphone. The mic comes with this amazing machined aluminum protective case. So here's the story on how it got damaged in the first place. I loaned this out to a friend and I thought we would run into each other because we often do, and we kept missing each other. Well, I didn't realize it, but this microphone, this is the handling noise issue. It's pretty bad. The microphone was bouncing around in the trunk of the car for over 2 months, and I didn't give them the protective case for it. So it had just been sitting in the back of this trunk. Who knows what happened to it. It doesn't have any physical damage to the outside. It just has this really bad handling noise. So I've opened this up once just to kind of look in there a little bit, and I have already disconnected the condenser, so there isn't even a microphone on here at this point because I have this yellow wire right here. I've cut this while I was trying to figure out if the issue is in the front half or in the back. So just to be sure, and I hadn't done this before, I am removing the condenser and interference tube completely from the microphone, and I'm gonna make sure that there isn't an issue still that's going through the ground or something. Now there's a slight indentation on the mic that holds this together. So this is the first time I have connected this and powered it up with the condenser removed. Of course, it helps to hit record. So this mechanical noise is all in the electronics section, the rear section of the microphone. I kind of poke around a little bit to see if anything else is loose or anything else is causing issues, and everything is so solid in here. I really do like this mic a lot. I wouldn't suggest letting it sit in a trunk of a car for 2 months. And right here, this potentiometer is physically loose, and there's a little hunk of black goo, some kind of sealant that's on both sides of the potentiometer, and the chunk on the right side had fallen off when I was poking around at it. Now right here I'm totally faking this, resoldering it. I couldn't film it because I had a helmet, like a magnifying helmet on to get in there. It was a really tight spot. Sorry about that. So now we have the mic all back together, and I'm just going to use some hot glue to mechanically hold this potentiometer in place. I figure if it's not moving, then maybe it won't cause this handling noise. Now, I could have just sent this to Rode. I contacted Rode's service department, and they're super nice and helpful. I just figured, why do it the correct way when I can take it apart and make a video that might be interesting? This is probably a little risky, taking apart a mic like this. I'd never worked on a microphone before. I do have a background in electronics and robotics, so this kind of stuff doesn't scare me at all. So way better. It still gets a little noise on that center part, so if I hit that with some glue, I figure if that potentiometer ever needs to be adjusted, we can just peel that glue back. And I also put a dab on the back, but I don't have it on the video. All right, I think that's it. So let's put this back together and test it out real quick. I will continue to loan out my equipment to people, but I have shifted to just loaning out my stuff to anyone. I'm a little more selective these days. I've lost thousands of dollars in gear over the years, and I really can't afford to continue to do that. I was thinking about possibly having a Kickstarter to get a little bit of equipment that I basically use to loan out, so I don't have my stuff that I need for my stuff, for my shoots. I don't need more equipment, but I would like to have some stuff to loan out. And I think I think we still have a societal problem where there's not enough female creators out there. In Hollywood, it's a big issue, but I'm even seeing this on YouTube. YouTube themselves has said that they want to get more female creators. So I don't think that this is something inherent in women. I think this is an issue that is societal. And if I can have a small part in fixing that, I would like to do that. So I might start a little Kickstarter, and I think I'm gonna focus on content creators because I think that's where I can make the most impact. But just to get a little bit of gear by, and the idea would be to loan the gear out until they don't need it or they can afford it to buy their own, and then they pass it on to another female creator. So to test this mic out, I used it to record this audio. Love y'all. See you in the comments.